Hey, I'm Tay, and this is a quick review of Aquaman Nendoroid from DC Comics, Justice League movie and Aquaman movie. And before we go on, I should teleport home, because it's cold here, it's early morning, and we will be back here in the end of this video. It was cold there, it's warm here, I like it here, and without further ado, let's start a review of this Nendoroid from the best DC movie ever. And I know that this might be the most controversial thing that I said on this channel ever. And I don't care. I like Aquaman movie much more than Dark Knight, Watchmen or anything else. Even Joker, I don't care. No other DC movie entertained me more than the Aquaman movie, and this is the only criteria that matters to me. So you can imagine how long and how much I wanted and wished for Aquaman Nendoroid. And when it got announced, I was really happy, and at the same time I was terrified, because Momoa's depiction of Aquaman is not a traditional one, and it's not easy to imagine how his features will be depicted in Nendoroid form. And to be honest, the result is not perfect. I do see it, but as long as we are talking about big sexy muscled man depicted as a small chibi Nendoroid, I think that Good Smile Company did their best. Also, as you saw, they put a lot of effort in the box. It looks nice, it's designed nicely, but anyway, I can't understand why it should be this big. Aquaman's box is much wider than the standard one, and there are no objective reasons for it. Yes, of course you can say that his accessories take a lot of place, but that's not true. It's totally not true. You can put them as the second layer, as Good Smile Company usually does. So I have some questions to the designer who decided to use bigger box and to leave the fans with bigger shipping prices. As for the sculpt, all the details are really nice. Aquaman Nendoroid wears his iconic green and orange armor that is mysteriously similar to an old Soviet Christmas tree toy. The articulation is great. Aquaman Nendoroid is of super movable kind, so he has a wide range of movement, and also, like all the latest superhero Nendoroids, he has a double neck pad. It allows him a much wider neck movement. And I must say that I have yet to get used to it, because Aquaman and Miles Morales are the only Nendoroids with double neck pads that I have, and it's pretty new for me. To be honest, usually I'm not a fan of points of articulation like on his waist, because it divides his waist in two, but I don't mind it in this case, because it works nicely with his muscles, and the sculpt of his armor almost hides it. The faceplates are pretty standard in expressions. There is a serious one and there is a cheerful one, but I really appreciate how much details went into making them. Good Smile Company had to make unique faceplates with a unique kind of beard, and also while painting it they had to add a mole and the iconic Momoa's brow scar. So kudos to Good Smile Company. As for the accessories, there isn't much. First of all, there is a trident, a Poseidon's trident, the MacGuffin of the movie, and I must say that I don't like it in the movie too. Not as a plot tool, but just the design. I think that it's too simple, but of course it could be worse, much worse. And that's not a bad design, but the safest design, I would say. And Aquaman Nendoroid comes with both hands, left and right, to hold it. However, if you think that trident is not enough, there are accessories for the trident. It's two water effects that you put on the trident to imitate the battle move that Vulko teaches young Aquaman, and after that the adult Aquaman uses to defeat his opponent. It looks nice, like an effect. I should say that I'm not a big fan of any effects, and I'd rather not use them, because almost always miniature figure effects don't look real enough, and combining them in photos with real environment doesn't work. Or I just don't like how it works. But I emphasize that it's my opinion, and I would understand if you like how it looks. And as for the last accessories, there are none. There are so few accessories that I couldn't showcase all the hands, so now you can look just at hands. Because Aquaman comes with all the hands you may need. There are fists, there is a couple of open hands, and there is a couple of grabbing hands. Surprisingly, it's rare for any Nendo to come with default set of hands. There are many cases when a Nendo lacks some default hand, and it's always the hand that you need. In conclusion, Aquaman Nendoroid is nice. It's not the best one, it's not the worst one, it lacks accessories, and the original character is not the best for chibi form, and yet I like it. Yes, it's fan of this character who's talking in me, but I did my best to show you all the pros and cons of this Nendoroid. I must say that if you are a fan of DC universe, or even just a Momoa fan, I would recommend to go buy it. It might be one of the best merch that you can find right now. And of course, Aquaman Nendoroid looks really awesome with the whole Justice League together. So the decision is up to you, but I'm happy to have an Aquaman Nendoroid like this. And before we go back to the beach for some behind the scenes, let me ask you a question. Do you have any superhero that you wish to be made into Nendoroids? For me personally, it's anybody from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie, or anybody from DC Comics universe, movies, comics, anything else, except for a Batman, any Batman. For now, I expect and wish for an announcement of Shazam Nendoroid. It would be logical right now, just like any other DCEU Nendoroids, it would be late, and yet I will be happy to have him in my collection. So I wonder, who is your dream superhero Nendo? I'm leaving you with this question, please think about it, leave a comment if you have any, and for now, it's time for the behind the scenes. It's the first day of spring. It's 6:30. I'm with this guy. I'm sorry. Yeah, like this. It's a beautiful sunrise right now. And it seems like the photo will be really nice. I made this miniature pier for Aquaman in a night. It took me 1.5 movie to make it. It was a really nice experience making something really quick. Unfortunately, I didn't shoot any behind the scenes for making this pier. But anyway, I think that it's a nice pier and it looks really good in photo. So I'm sure I will be using it again. And for now, that's all. Enjoy calming river waves sound. Enjoy a nice sunrise. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in comments. It's been Teisson Figures. My name is Tay, and bye!